What's going on, guys? My name is Renegade. Today we're here for AQW Q&A. Today we're going to be taking a look at your questions left last episode on the comment section of that video, as well as your questions left in the Discord server or ones you've tweeted me. I haven't actually gotten any questions from tweets, but you can tweet me if you want. You go to my Twitter link in the comments, not the comment section, in the description down below. My Twitter link is always there. You can also go to the Discord server by following the link in the description, or you can just leave your questions in the comment section down below. So yeah, as for this week's Q&A, before we get into the video, if you guys could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, that'd be great. But yeah, other than that, let's get into this week's questions. Alright, so our first question this week is coming from Adil Aman. I hope I pronounced your name right. He's got 3 questions. His first question is, among the new classes that came out this year, which is your personal favorite? I actually can't remember what classes came out this year. I think Stonecrusher came out. I've been using that a lot recently. Especially farming for the new class, Scarlet Sorceress, which I'll have a video out on tomorrow, by the way. You can hopefully see that tomorrow. I'm still in the process of farming it, though. It's taking me ages. Anyway, so I actually really like Stonecrusher. I think Stonecrusher is really cool. His second question is, when you grow big, would you work for AE staff? I think I've already answered this question before, and I said no. I'm not really into the whole like game development slash like... I guess you could just call it development. Not really into that thing, that sort of scene, really. So I wouldn't really want to work for AE. And he said, do you ignore go-to requests in AQW? If yes, why? So yeah, I generally do ignore go-to requests. That's just because, like, when I'm recording videos, obviously it does get annoying. Also, when I'm playing AQW, I generally am recording. Like I've mentioned in the past, I'm either recording or I'm farming for an item for a video. Generally, I'd say it's about 50-50, so I just keep my go-to requests off because it usually just slows me down. I'm usually have something to do, I'll go and do that, and then I'll log off. I'll just try and get that done as quickly as possible. And so go-to requests mean that people come to me and I talk to them. Obviously, I don't just fuck off if someone comes to me. I talk to them and I say how's it, I talk to them and whatever, and fucking interact with you guys if you guys come to me. But yeah, if you do see me, I am in a hurry, so don't keep me waiting for ages. But you know, don't feel shy to talk to me or anything. But yeah, I do have my go-to requests off usually. If they're on, then feel free to come to me though. So our next question's from Scooter, or I don't know how to pronounce that. I have no idea. And they asked, when will you change your set? Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. So my set, I don't know, I just really like Spider Witch, the armor that I wear. It's rare. My entire set right now I think goes pretty well. It's all rare. It's all like exclusive items. I don't really see people all that much with my sets, so I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. But if anyone's got any suggestions for stuff that I could use, just take a look at my inventory. I do keep a lot of my items that I have in my inventory, so if you do have any suggestions, then by all means leave them in the comment section down below. But his second question was, do you play and record do you play, record, and commentate at the same time, or do you play and record and then commentate over top of that? So, and then he said, if you picked play and record and commentate at the same time, isn't it a little bit harder to focus? So I actually, when playing AQW, what I do is I play AQW and then I record over that. So what I'll do for this video is I'll play some AQW, I'll get all the audio that I recorded and I'll put that over top, I'll put the images over top. I'll do like in layers. I do every single part you see, or every component. So the images that you see, the gameplay and the audio, they're all individual parts. I don't do them all at the same time. But for other games like Call of Duty or Rocket League or Overwatch, I record and I commentate at the same time. It's just live comm. It's just a general thing to do. It is a lot harder to focus, especially with games like Overwatch and such. I generally can play much better. And also zombies. For some reason, zombies, I really can't play that well when I'm recording. I think I've mentioned this before in another video, but it's one of those games where it's like, you don't think you require much concentration, but you actually genuinely do require concentration to play that game. So, yeah, but for AQW, I don't play and record at the same time. Mr. Ditto asks, in your opinion, what is the class that is the most fun to play? I really like Card Clasher. Card Clasher is so cool. I really like the way that class works. It's one of the only classes in the game that actually genuinely makes my experience when playing AQW fun. So I definitely say Card Clasher for that one. Master K Ice asks, do you think Crag and Bamboozle should be buffed to drop totems, gems of Nolgath, and blood gems from supplies to spin the Wheel of Chance? I'd say no. I think the way that the current Nolgath like item farming works is actually pretty good right now. His second question: do you regret not spending that much money on AQW? I'd say I don't regret it. I have spent quite a bit of money, but I don't regret it. I feel as though overall every purchase I've made has been for the content that I have on YouTube. So I mean, I really enjoy making videos, so I mean I'm having a good time doing it, so I don't see why it is a waste of money. And his last question: do you think it is normal for teens to spend their money on games? You could not spend your money on a more normal thing. I swear I spend like the majority of my money that I get my hands on games in general, whether it's AQW or new games coming out. For example, this year alone, Shadow Warrior 2 is coming out, I'm definitely getting that. Battlefield 1 is coming out, definitely getting that. Overwatch came out, I got that. I just, yeah, spending your money on games as a teenager is a completely normal thing to do. Next question is coming from AQW Master Gladiator. They asked, what do you use to make your AQW videos, editing, recording, etc.? So for audio, I use Audacity. It's the program I'm using right now. For my video, I use my Elgato Game Capture HD60 Pro. It's a PCI game capture card. I use that for the gameplay. And for images, I just like take screenshots of questions or images or whatever I put on screen, and I use Snipping Tool for that. For the overlays and such, I use Photoshop. For editing and putting all that together, I use Vegas Pro 13. Now, in terms of what you could use, that's kind of more of a paid oriented system. You don't need to use a paid editing software. You can use Movie Maker to make perfectly fine videos. You don't need overlays at all. I just use them because I like the way they look, and I think it just enhances my videos a little bit. Audacity is free. You can use OBS, which is free to record your gameplay. So you really don't need to pay for any programs at all. Dylan Jones asks, when is Dad coming back from the store? Well, unfortunately, Dylan, I don't think he's coming back. You know, like... See, here's this Dylan, buddy. All right, Dylan, just one-on-one here. Your dad's not coming back, bro. Your dad's not coming back. He's gone. Dwayne the Cock Johnson asks, what is your bedtime, Liam? I generally go to sleep about 10 p.m. if you're wondering. His other question is, what countries have you traveled to? So I've been to Fiji. I think that's like slightly north of New Zealand. I don't know. I've been to Australia. I've been to the UK. I've been to France, Italy, Spain, Montenegro, Greece, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. I think that's all of them. I went on a trip last year if you're wondering how I went to all those places. But yeah. Jeff Buspie asks, did you download AQ3D Mobile? If so, how is it on your device? I did download AQ3D Mobile. I am so far finding it pretty decent. It's not too bad. You know, there's no lag for me. I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S5. I'm using like modded software, so it's slightly more laggy than it would be normally. So, you know, it actually runs pretty well on my phone. The UI is all working very well. It's obviously a mobile-oriented UI and control scheme and such, so I'm finding it very good so far. Dwayne the Cock Johnson asks, if there's an orange on Euro desks in Skrull, how many aliens can fit into a plastic van car? You know, it really does depend on the amount of elephants on the moon. But generally, I'd say it's about 9. Yeah. And finally this week, our last question is coming from Jeff Ju, or Jeff Ju. I don't know if that's French or whatever. He asks, dong size. I'd say about 12. Yeah, so that's about it for a video, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember to leave your questions or whatever in the comment section down below on Twitter, or you can go and join my Discord server, link is in the description, and you can leave your questions there. Either way, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.